Start. Okay. All right, all right. Now we got it. Now we got it. My fault. My fault. My fault. Please bear with me, as always. I think that's all we need. So, how are you guys? I look a bit dark, do I not? And so Vodafone said the connection is fine, so let's keep that true. One sec, guys. I'm almost entirely there. All right, all right. So let's see if we can find people who want to go with me on that journey. They did, they did, but we will figure it out. Also, I probably need to make this warmer because I connected the AC again now that I bought last year. And I think I'm freezing. I set it to 26 degrees, but I feel the thermometer is seeing something else. So when I target 26 degrees, it feels more like it's going for 23. So I'll make it a bit warmer, perhaps. If it... Oh, there we go. I have to go from this direction. Okay, the bot also needs a lesson. Because it's spamming. We need to talk to the bot. The problem is, I think the bot, what it does is, I need to... Yeah. I think I need to do it with each command that I tell it to deadlines 3. Yeah, okay. So there's some, we'll find out, coaching that have not enough chat lines before it is allowed to post a message. So we need more chat lines before it's allowed to post these messages. Okay. Hey, Jonathan, ja. Ja, erholt. Nee. Davon kann man sich mental nicht erholen, nur körperlich. Yeah, it's 29 degrees. And oh yeah, and it's getting warmer as soon as I turn the lights on, which I need to do. Because branding or whatever. And I noticed we need to put the partners on because I failed that last stream. And I also wait for it. It's gonna be superb now. I'll just turn on the key light, not the key light, not a ring light, but whatever, the light from the front. There we go. And the camera adjusts and it's all good. Grüezi zurück in die Schweiz. Wahrscheinlich fürchterlicher falscher Akzent, also lassen wir das. Yeah, so 29 degrees outside. I just came back from, well, walking the dog. It was more driving the dog around in the bike. Took her to the river so she could put her toes in. She hates the water in general. Not a particular fan, but I got her to cool herself a little. Is it AC weather yet or no? Yes, I turned it on. I did turn it on, which will be much more chill for me because the chair, I had to, well, it took me at least half an hour to clean it yesterday because it got really smelly with 24 hours of sweat being soaked into that. And you don't want to know how it smelled. So I had to take some measures to get that smell out, get it clean, which is fine now, but I'm planning not to soak it as much again. So that's why the AC had to be connected again. And it's so much better for the entire flat. So even though it's only in this small room here, like this is 12 square meters or something, but the entire flat is a little over 80 or something. but it still goes through all the other rooms, so it helps a lot. And then just have all the blinds down, and then inside the flat it stays really cool. It's a very modern building. It keeps the temperature inside quite well if you close the windows and keep the sun out. All right. We need to start Automobilista. Pro tip: no paddings. I'm not sure. Hey, how did you find that stream? But aren't you slipping around them? And you just, I don't know. I just get fluid and sink under the rig, or I pop out on top when I press the brake. Wie geht's dir, Herr Jirak? So, overlesen an. Das Spiel finden hier. Where's the game? Game capture. There we go. Should be coming. There we go. Very good. Das ist schön. Moin. So, wir sind schon auf dem Weg ins Spiel. Ich musste erstmal gucken, dass ich nichts laufen habe, was ich noch nicht zeigen darf aus der Beta. Weil Razer, so English perhaps. I just had to quickly check if, so I had to kind of deactivate my beta, so to say. Because Razer was so kind to give me the, like, all content at once in their beta branch on Steam. But of course, there are also beta branches where you have access to the content that isn't public yet. So I first had to check my game is the one you have with the old version, no new physics and everything. So, because we can only do that once they are publishing it, and then we'll have another stream or video or something. So for now, we'll just check with all the content that is there. And of course, we can talk about the content that is announced, which I'm fairly happy to say is, well, actually, let me bring it up. One sec. Where is the browser? And we choose this one here, right? That's probably the best one. Oh, that was too big. Sorry. There we go. Because those 90s, well, it's 90s touring cars, right? I'm looking forward to editions there with a 190 Mercedes, the M3, the old one, E30, and, well, also the Audi. Then there's going to be new GT3s, but I think it's only the Audi as well. So there seems to be an Audi license coming. We get more tracks. Okay, nice. There's going to be physics revisions, which I can't show you just yet because they're also not finished. And then this is going to be this is cool. I think this is cool. I don't know if there's going to be like just 3 steps in the tire wear, or if it's going to be like a linear progression into how this will look. This will be really nice if it's not just 3 states, but like infinite, or at least 10 or 15 or 100 or whatever, right? I don't know. We'll see, I guess, when they release it. GT1, yeah, so now we're right in the discussion, which is, I think, why I wanted to be. The GT1 cars, I think the problem with those is going to be that they're simply too fast for a wide enough audience. Beginners are just going to crash with them all the time, and eventually they'll not join these races. So then you'll only get a couple of people in the races, which then means they are not signing up either because they don't want to drive with just 5 people or something, right? So the entire thing only works when, so let's define the factors actually, right? So personally, I would say we need to have cars that are accessible for a wide audience. GT3 naturally is best, but I think GT3 is already covered by LFM with ACC, right? So I don't think we need another game on the platform that also uses GT3. So we need to find something else, I think. Personally, yes, GT1 is nice for kind of the heritage behind it, for the speed they have, the power, the sound. But I think they're too quick, actually, right? So for the same reason, we'll probably not have Formula One, just too fast. So I'm thinking more to go for lower speed Formula cars, and cars with not so many setup options. P1 cars are easy to drive, are you sure? With a lot of TC perhaps, right? But I found them, push them, they're harsh on the limit. Like if you start playing around the limit, you're quickly penalized. Old Formula Ones without any electronics would be nice as well, but I think it's just too fast again. So we'll have to take a look at the game here. That was just a quick look at what's coming. Physics, a couple cars, a bit of graphics stuff, audio, blah blah blah. So game overhaul essentially, new tracks. So now let's swap back to the game and see what cars we might want to investigate here. Right, stock cars, Brazilian stock cars is what I hear. Let me go to them in the menu actually. Brazil, hello. That was some secret menu. Brazilian stock cars, where are they? Are they under S? Here. So there's the 2020, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. Perhaps we'll get 2024 at some point, I get a feeling. So what they have, they are, let's say, they are similar to the V8 supercars from Australia, just less power, I would describe them. Tire wear will be alert between two stages, means infinite stages. Oh, states, I guess. That sounds good. Because then you could almost like kind of, when you're in the car, get a feeling for your tire wear, at least in a Formula car, of course, not in a non-Formula car, not in a touring car. It's there. Oh, yeah. Sorry. So let's go top to bottom and just thumbs up, thumbs down, or something like that. Personally, I think these cars, these are actually insane. And it's weird that, or maybe it's not weird, maybe it's a sign that all the good cars for racing, they are coming from Australia. So these ARC, or this ARC Camaro, which is kind of do they have a motorcycle engine, right? It's the Hayabusa one or something, 1.3 liters. They are not too fast, so you have long straights naturally. They are small, so you can fit a lot of cars. And they are pretty light with just, you can see it here, 600 kilos. So they have corner speeds, and they're very racy. And I think those can do for really good racing, really a lot of passing because of the long straights with the slipstream and things like that. So I think they should have a shot. So potentially we drive them in the stream to have a look. Any of the Caterhams probably has a shot for a series, but I'd also always kind of, and I think LFM is well aware, to not run too many things at the same time, right? So there's probably going to be two series or two races max, so to say, to choose from, to still bring people together in the same lobby. Else it's not going to work. If you have too much choice, people will just feather out and you get empty grids, which I don't think anybody wants. And the thing is with the stock cars, they don't have electronics, right? So it's I think that's pretty, it's quickly reducing the amount of potential players when they're difficult to drive. And this is just what we see. That's why GT3s are popular, no matter the game, real life, sim racing. GT3s are good because they're accessible. And I think we need to look for accessible cars that aren't too fast, that aren't too aero dependent. So I'm not sure. The stock cars could be just in between there. But I see this, at least this needs to be tried, because you also remove any topic of BOP, because everybody drives the same car, of course, different livery or so, and in real life they have different like visuals. They're resembling different cars, but underneath they're all the same. So you have I don't even know what you have. You have a Chevy and a Ford and something like that, probably. But in the game, of course, you don't need it because it's irrelevant, so to say. Just add the clear. Oh yeah, you're talking mods. No, but I think LFM would do good not to use mods because the game has already such wide variety in cars, and for accessibility again, enter the platform, start the game, join the server. Mods are going to be an issue just because it's an extra step you need to solve. Porsche Cup exception proves the rule. Yes. Formula Trainer, Group A cars, IMSA content, and GT4 Super Cup. So let's flick through a bit. I think a Caterham always has an argument going for it. Again, not fast, not aero dependent, which means they have long straights. They have long braking zones where players can actually make a difference. So there's going to be dive bombs from 200 meters back. Well, not that far, hopefully, but long braking zones give option for just braking better than your opponent, right? Which is something that brings cars side by side. They are also small, which helps bringing cars side by side, and they should still benefit from slipstream. So I think for Caterham, there's an option. They are tricky to drive if you add power, like the 620R. So the 300 horsepower version is pretty slidey. But I think if we go for lower powered variants, 120, 170, maybe there are several 120 options, or 121, 122. Probably the in-between one. I think this could do very well. Weighs 630 kilos. This one weighs a little more, but I think the power could be too much already. Let's go a little further. I don't think like this could be fun once in a special event or something, right? Go with those in special events, but I wouldn't have them on a daily basis in the daily races because then you get BOP problems. Surely you'd have to pick one of these cars, then they perhaps might be fun. But they are so different in terms of corner and straight line speed that it's probably impossible to BOP them, and we perhaps don't have the size of a player base to actually get reasonable BOP data for so many cars on whatever amount of tracks we have, right? I have no clue when they're going to release, and if I knew, then I couldn't, unless they said it themselves. I think their policy is always once it's ready, because some things last longer than others. Maybe not too far out, I think. Yeah, iRacing has exactly that problem. Too many choices. So I'm reading Formula Trainer, Group A, IMSA, LMP2, LMP3, something like that. I would tend to agree. Let's go further here. This somehow exists again in whatever other class with kind of edit aero elements with a bit more power, perhaps. Yeah, I think they differ in terms of power. Okay, so more powerful of the same issues, so to say. Surely fun in a special event, but I think that's it. Memes, but I don't think actually viable as a series. What do we have here? So this goes Copper Montana. So what's this? Trucks? USA would call these trucks just not going oval, so to say. Perhaps, but I think the car doesn't have the vibe to it that people need. They can't relate to it, especially LFM is Euro-based. LFM is Germany-based. And I'm not sure people would have a good connection to a Copper Montana car. They don't know it, right? They would probably drive it once they sit in it, but it's not something that you see on a website. Like, bam, let's drive the Copper Montana, right? Well, this is the Copper truck then. Okay. Certainly in a special event, I'm fairly sure they have their place. I remember we did that when I was still doing the Repo Racing esports thing. We just for fun in the team, just to relax, so to say. We did truck racing at night in AMS2. There's something to it. There's something to it. But I think it's a bit alien for people to just jump on and play. So I think what LFM could do, for example, is have one day in the week, on the weekend perhaps, or on the week, I don't know, where they have the special event with changing cars each, whatever the cycle is, each week or every 2 weeks or something, to just kind of try out different content of the game and see how the races actually play out. I think when you do everything once, people are always ready to explore. So you would always get a full grid if you say Wednesday evening you have AMS2 exhibition or something like that. Maybe you even remove the ELO ranking or the safety rating just for people to actually try it. And then you can see as a result how the races really go. And then you can try all these cars that are hard to judge because they have too many in a class, because they're too unknown in our kind of region here, something like this, right? This again would be memes, too slow perhaps. I don't think they're gonna do GT3 at all. Probably, if anything, and because the IMSA license and because it's working on iRacing, and I think it's just an appeal to this entire IMSA thing with a multi-class racing. I'm fairly sure we're going to see that. The DPI car pretty much doesn't make sense when you have the LMDH now. So I think that's not going to happen. No point to it. Formula, we spoke about that. I think the Formula cars in general are going to be, especially Formula 1, going to be too fast, no matter which year or so what you're doing. It doesn't really matter. I think they're all too drastic. Gonna be too difficult for a large audience to actually pose a series. But again, could be a thing for those one-off events to at least try out how it will work. And maybe they force the car instead of, because I think they are performance-wise so far apart that BOP is going to be a mess, so they need to force a single car. Well, you say that not that difficult to drive when you already know how to drive or so, right? But it's also, you always have to think of people that are picking it up. And I think this would be a deterrent, rather. Is the DPI paid DLC? It has a star, but that's only because I bookmarked it, I guess. I'm not sure if it's paid. Every car is starred here, by the way. What I think will work is the Formula 3. I don't think the year actually matters. Maybe we get a new one as well. But I think a Formula 3 always has a very good use case. Star means DLC, then we know. There we go. So Formula 3, I think low power, good amount of downforce. You can easily follow, most likely. Not too fast on the straights, not too fast in the corners, still a bit of braking zones. Very slipstream affected. So I think F3 cars will always have a place. So certainly something they could try. But there are, I think, even more interesting Formula cars as well that it might be even more interesting because the F3 already has a good amount of setup options, which again might be difficult for people to just hop on, right? The entire thing is to just hop on, but play a sim, I think. Classic F1 cars. Turbocharger 1200, 1300 horsepower. Probably too much of a handful. Of course, good for the memes. Maybe a single event to try them out or something, but I don't think anything for the dailies. And the same probably goes for all the other classic Formula 1 cars, even though, yes, I know people are a fan. I put it also in the screenshot in the thumbnail. Of course, everybody likes a Senna McLaren, but I think they're simply too quick at the end of the day. Formula Dirt. Yeah, I think also one for the special events, right? I think they're nice, but if we go dirt, I have different cars in mind. Formula Inter, no BOP problems there. Yes, I will probably agree with the Formula Inter, which is this beauty. So 160 horsepower, and the car has an open differential, which makes it rather easy to drive on power because you'll hardly find a way to snap the rear. Right, all the power is going to go away over the inside wheel, so it's very tricky to slide with the car, which makes it very good for, well, beginner intermediate drivers. allowing them to be closer to the top guys, I think. So the Formula Inter probably of the Formula cars. I'm thinking the Formula Inter might have a case here, so we're going to drive that for sure. The actual F3s 317s are quite outdated. So maybe they'll update at some point. Yes, 2 or 3 main series. I wouldn't say much more. Yeah, agree. Yeah, when you're used to downforce, everything feels heavy and slow, right? And has extremely long braking zones and doesn't accelerate. Has no corner speed, doesn't want to turn. Okay, also Copper Montana müssen wir auch. We also have to try the Copper Montana. Given that comment. Formula Junior. Not sure. Seems very low powered, but perhaps could work. Formula Razors again, just a F1 car. Formula Retro, just several F1 cars. I don't know. Probably just as a single make would make sense. Anything else of those, I am not so sure. I'm not so sure. If we're going fast Formula cars, I'm a bigger fan of the Indy cars, I have to say. Formula Student, I don't think they have a place. We raced them already back in Live for Speed back in the days, but I don't know. Not a particular fan. H-pattern gearbox is a problem. AMS2 is a penalty for using auto clutch where you shift slower than if you did it yourself. Yeah, okay, so that kind of puts the Junior out, right? Unless you can you force out auto clutch on the server? Can you do that? Minis? Well, okay, that's just a personal thing. Front wheel driven cars have no place in racing, my opinion. Retro, yeah. The problem is, I think you'll be pretty alone. They're just, I think they're too quick already, but we can try them out, okay? Formula Ultimate, definitely too fast. I'm more likely to say we need to talk about Indy cars. Not even sure which generation. The old ones are very powerful, very tricky on throttle. And they didn't even really get slower. So if anything, probably the most modern one with a push to pass thingy. I think these cars are good, but yeah, fast. Formula V10, V10, V12. We can skip all those, I think. Formula V. Not sure. Seems similar to the, or was it here? This one, the Formula Student cars. WRC Junior cars. I mean, the 90s Indy cars are insanely great cars to drive. Like, no doubt about it. They are awesome. But I think, again, thinking for the mass, it's just going to be way too powerful. They are so brutal. I think when I tried it on, what is it, Gilles Villeneuve, Canada, that circuit, they easily do 330, 340 on the straights. They are insanely fast. Formula Trainers way quicker, more downforce, I guess. Then. What was it? Formula Trainer. Am I blind? I skipped it already. That one. No, that's the Inter. What was the Trainer? We'll come across it, I guess. Not here. Come across it. No. Formula Vintage, I don't know. I'm just not a fan. I don't have any relationship to these cars. I don't know them. I have no memories about them. I mean, they raced 40 years before I was born. It's hard to be attached to them. So probably maybe one for those special events. Somebody said GT4. Yes, probably, but needs to be a little, needs to be that. Not the Ginetta G40 Cup, but the Ginetta GT4, if anything, right? I think that has a place. Maybe other GT4s as well, but that would be a good single cup to do. I think this would be nice. And maybe there's even a chance. I know the whole history stuff is difficult in the manufacturers, in BMW, Mercedes, Audi, and things like that. Because they want to push their modern products, of course. But in theory, when you have Mercedes, BMW, and Audi in the game, because the Audi is coming as an addition in the next patch, then man, it would be so good if you could get the manufacturers involved at least a tiny bit. But Glücksgärtner, the idea is that LFM is creating the player base that makes it big enough so it becomes viable. That's the plan, I think. Panagiotis, you're close to a ban. Panagiotis, right? It's no G. You're not speaking the G. Opel GTN. Yeah, but the mod thing is tricky, you know, because you don't want to mix original content with mods, I guess, because then you, I don't know, can't really be sure if they work together. I mean, pace wise, right? If they're not too far apart, certainly. Yeah, LFM requires mods for a scene. I think it's what makes it difficult. That's the thing. I'm just thinking the whole mod stuff is it's working, but it's nuisance. I'd say nuisance. It definitely is more difficult to just pick up and start when you're going on the LFMs, and you have to think there are a lot of people who just don't have that much time, who race every couple weeks or something like that, right? Or once a week or so. And then they always start the PC, go in their rig. Now they have 2 hours as their time slot, right? Dads have a 2-hour time slot in the day to get this stuff done. And I don't think they want to go to the LFM website. Oh, I need to download this. Oh, I need to download this. And this is a paid mod. I need to get this. And then I install this through here. And then blah, 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 blah. And the 2-hour time slot is gone. So I think everything needs to be fast, snappy, right? No time lost. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry I overestimated your time slot, but I was trying to be woke, okay? I was trying to be aware of other people's problems. But yeah, right? So you see the problem with mods is you need to spend time with a game that is not playtime. And I think we should reduce this as much as possible because the average age of sim racers is much, much, much higher than in any other gaming. Like I could tell you now, the biggest group on my channel is like 30 to 40. Yeah, exactly. And then and mod updates and things like that. So either mods get handled internally by the game so that you don't have to do anything, then you join the server and just gets downloaded and you have it. And if it needs updating, it gets updated. But if you have to do it external, do extra clicks, spend time, search, whatever, I don't think it's good. Old CTM cars age pattern as well. Ah, okay. I could use my clutch perhaps one day. You start sim racing with 40. There you go. Okay, Group C was already mentioned. Um, very fast, right? And I think this very fast is always going to be a problem. Maybe you do this as sort of a Le Mans event. Could think about that, perhaps, right? Take these old cars and do the classic race with them. Take them to Le Mans special event kind of thing. Mix it with. You can even. I mean, that's great stuff. You can mix old Group C cars with modern GT3 and get multiclass. Which category they will put into the LFM? What do you mean, Pedro? Oh, you mean well? We're just thinking. We don't know yet what they do, so we're just trying to think out loudly, and perhaps we'll influence their decision. Yeah, Group C's are hard. Would be a special event for sure. I agree, Ryan. I agree. GT1s are easier already, yeah. Hey, Boris. You gotta read the comments, I guess. It's a lot of comments. I like it. People like the topic. People like to think about what could be GT Classics. Well, no, that would be GT Legends mod on AC, I guess, with way more cars to choose from. GT Open, I don't know, doesn't really ring a bell. Not sure I care. GT1, some people like that. Not so funny that D2 was a mobile contract, phone contract provider back in Germany. Was it global? Was it European? Or is it only a German thing? Hey, Rody. Wait, was a message removed from you already? Boris, what was that? Can you do fixed setups? I forgot already. Can you do BOP? I think you can, right? That was something. You are quite open, are you? In what you can do. Hey, Stacy. GT1s are nice, but BOP is a problem. Yes, I agree. BOP is going to be a problem. So most likely when there's GT1, you probably force single car or single make. And then you just have the Porsche blah 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 event, and then you add a lower class like the old GT3s or something to get the multi-class aspect. Or you take GTEs, it doesn't really matter, right? They're slow as well. Something like that. And of course we always force the BMW, right? Is AMS2 realistic enough? As I said in my last video, I think all the games are realistic based on the data they have. They're replicating those, so it's very likely all games are pretty realistic up to a good degree, but they literally try to simulate different things because they get their data from somewhere else. Very, very, very rough summary, right? But go for the video, there's more to it. Yeah, but I think Toka Freak, so cool, but I didn't even know about the platform. And the other thing is LFM has now what 150,000 or more users. I think this would be like instantly tapping into such a user base could instantly make it viable to have full Automobilista 2 lobbies. I'm not sure how popular Racecraft Online is, how many people actually there, how big the grids are there several grids, things like that. No, honestly, I also just haven't driven the beta. I'll just wait until it's really finished because during the development, things often change still. And then you drive something, and then a week later they have updated something, and then it's not the same anymore. So I think we'll just wait until the actual release. 180,000. Yeah, there you go. So I think it's a very critical mass of people. I'm pretty sure Jovinho, pretty sure it's not gonna be just GT3. That makes no sense. Yeah, struggles with full grids, right? So that's the thing why I say LFM has a critical amount of players that who could change that. That's how platforms work in the end. You win if you're bigger. You take it all. And yeah, I like LFM, so I have no problem with that. Super Formula coming to this game. Oh yeah. Yeah, and there's a Super Formula Light, right? That would be a bit slower, so that could be a very viable car for, well, attract a wider audience. But okay, so GT3, GT4, GT5, we skip. Hot cars, we skip. Hypercars, I think we skip. Karting, I think, honestly, there is a case for karting as kind of a special event again, right? So just imagining there could be this one day in the week or bi-weekly or whatever interval they want to do where they test something. I think the cards could be really, really interesting. Personally, it has to be the rental card because then you exclude all other factors. No setup whatsoever, and just karting. And I know the cards in AMS2 are really cool, especially when you have a direct drive. I'm not sure how it is with a G25, but on a direct drive, you have enough power in the motor behind it to feel like an actual kart. Like you have very, very little steering input, next to nothing. And you have very high forces like in an actual kart. And that is super good. It's superb, actually. But you need to find a lot of players. 125 for the real rental cards. 32 horsepower. That's really fast cards. Then rather this one with 11 HP. But why would we take something even slower than the rental? What's the difference? Oh, it's lighter. Probably the lighter part is good. 170 versus 190 kilos. When is LFM introducing driver weight? Shifter card? I think yes, it's certainly something you can try, right? Shifter card, sure, you'd want to try that. But again, I think they become too fast. That would be chaos, yeah. Yeah. I think rental cards, like a lot of people really just play for the fun. I think the rental cards can really do that. So, but I think this is also a nice one, but the sound is, it screams so badly with a motorcycle engine. What's that, Yamaha R6 or something like that in there? Absolutely blows your ears off. And since you always have spinning rear wheels when you're driving kart cross, so this is on gravel, right? Mostly, you always have very high RPM all the time. So this is very very tiring for my ears. Lancer, I don't know, doesn't interest me. LMDH, I think. So now with the IMSA license, there's going to be, I guess, more cars and all the cars perhaps coming one after another to the game. So this could be really interesting. I think the Multiclass just has a case because it's there in real life. People watch it. People like it on iRacing. I think this is going to be there. Probably. Not sure about the whole BOP aspect. We'll figure that out, I hope. But I think Multiclass with LMDH mimicking something that exists in real life with the GT3s, I think that is just, that's a no-brainer, I think, okay? I think that's going to come. Risey Lees, yeah, have a lot of fun. Well, of course, in this stream, we always go for the BMW. Let's have a look at this beauty for a second there. Yeah, but I think iRacing, like there's a big audience that just doesn't play iRacing because of the pricing model, right? So everybody not on iRacing is still up for grabs. If you ask me, Le Mans Ultimate, people are not convinced yet, if you ask me. Right? They are still too early in the game. They're still addressing a lot of things. And for some people, it just still does not work, even though it started working for me now. And it's more difficult, I'd say. Le Mans Ultimate, I think, is more difficult than the cars are going to be in Automobilista. And LFM, again, brings the platform with 180,000 people, which Le Mans Ultimate has a much harder time, I think, to find. So it could be, actually, you're not playing Automobilista, you're playing LFM, right? In terms of user base. Yeah, Alexei, that's I think what LFM is probably testing. So somebody said the Mini. Okay. Even though I'm personally not the fan of the front wheel driven cars, but I can see the appeal. Okay, perhaps old stock car. No, old. So probably 600 horsepower. I've driven them a bit. Quite powerful, quite fast. Probably a bit too quick. So, but there's a newer generation, same power, more downforce probably, or something like that. I think we want to go for the different classes. If anything, P2, lower power. Well, this doesn't really have lower power. It's just longer with almost the same power. Perhaps it's this one, 2 liter, 400 horsepower, but it looks weird, so I'm not sure. Maybe it's rather the P3 with 300 something horsepower. And whatever the fuck this is. What is this? What's that thing? It does have a wing, but it looks very looks like straight from someone's personal garage, self-made. That's how it looks. Not sure what you think. Too slow in the class. So it's between these two here. Just weight and power differences, but they look fairly similar, I have to say. Same wheelbase, I guess. Very close. Before, even slower. Perhaps, maybe it's too slow already. I know there was a sorry guys. This like a car with similar looks from the front. I think the P1 Pro car or something. This I remember Top Gear having that on the show at some point. That's how it looks a bit, you know. Maybe it was so Porsche Cup. I think always has a place, but we could already have that on ACC. We could have that on AC. So I don't think the AMS2 Porsche Cup is going to play a role. No need. This would be nice. BMW Heritage Cup. Maybe I'll ring some phones. Okay, maybe we can make a BMW Classic series going with a start with the E30, then move on to the M1 Pro car. Then we also have the old GT1 BMW or something. Maybe we can convince BMW to support something like that. And then you get, I don't know, you get tickets to a WEC round or something like that as a price, you know? Maybe that's something for people to do. All right. This is something I am looking forward to. I hope we will have Rallycross in AMS2 now that you just said it. Not all very bad. 1 sec. 1.6. Okay. Difficult to follow here. C to rubber AMS. Okay. Oh, that was more. Okay. Like these cars, and I'd probably take the Volkswagen just because the livery looks the best. I guess you can drive that as well, but the livery wise, I think the the Polo hits it out the park easily with that one. Does that one have a good one? Oh, right, wrong button, sorry. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, there are options on the Mitsubishi. The Mini, I don't know. Well, not too ugly, okay. Oh, but no, it has to be this one for me personally. Yeah, so I think these, I mean, I did already an extra video just on the rallycross cars, but because I like them so much, I even told Aris go drive the rallycross cars because they are really good. I told him back in the day. What is this? A sprint race car. I think lacks the relatability, similar to perhaps some of the stock cars. What's the 2024 one here? we might see those. I would get it. Okay, so we need to drive them. Street cars. I don't know if I want to race street cars. Not for me. When you have race cars available, street cars for me are not that interesting. I think it's weird. Like for racing, I think race cars are just a better experience. Road cars are always heavy and slow a bit. I don't know. Like I get it that people like this because maybe road cars are more relatable. More could be that you actually own it or something. But for me, if you have, I don't know, 500 race cars to choose from, then usually the road car is not high on my list. Super V8, yeah. I think these would be really nice, but hard to drive, so they're probably out. Supercard, probably too fast. Maybe this could be cool, okay? Maybe this could be cool. I know VCO, for example, does a, what's it, the Jetta Cup on iRacing. Maybe you can expand this here to more cars, which is just the Polo GTS. And then you have the Virtus GTS. That could maybe be good for the memes. So what else do we have? More old cars, which in this case is an all-time classic. So there's one more for the BMW part series that exists in my head. Yeah, my idea is that we don't need DLCs for AMS on LFM, even though AMS2 does have. Sorry, no. DLC, yes. Mod, no. Polo, Multiclass, RX, and GTS. That would be wild. They are too slow. Okay, let's start from top. What do we want to drive? I think we give this car a quick go. Certainly not the Nordschleife because that's probably too long. What would be... we need something... I think it needs a small track. This could be something for Brands Hatch, for example, if I'd like Brands Hatch. Adelaide could be interesting. They might flip, though. Monaco... I don't know, city circuit's tricky. Barcelona, a short track maybe, not the entire one. They race in Bathurst IRL, so that could work for sure. What else do we have here? What else do we have? It's interesting. There's going to be a lot of track learning because a lot of those in Brazil I've simply never driven. I remember driving Cleveland in 1996 or something on IndyCar Racing 2. Donington, I think Donington is a good one for it, honestly. We might find more. Imola, Imola's not long straight. Hilami, also not bad. Jerez, good track. Do they have Sachsenring in the game? Sachsenring would be nice, but they don't, I think. Silverstone, no, I don't think Silverstone. Le Mans, no. Long Beach. Long Beach is a really nice track. Always an option. Montreal, perhaps, could be nice with the straights. What else do we have? Glen Inner Loops. I mean, you can always take Nordschleife, but again, Nordschleife are hardly accessible just because people have to learn the track. Portimao, I don't think so. Doesn't look like we have anything Portugal here. Nothing with P. Maybe Red Bull Ring, even. That's Portugal, a country. Here. But this is not Portimao. Estoril is listed as Kansai. Kansai sounds like Suzuka, if you ask me. Right? Kansai looks very much like Suzuka. It's Estoril. Okay, my fault. Sorry, guys. Yes, Estoril. What did they just call it? C something, right? Cascais. There we go. Do I remember the track? Yeah, that could work though. Estoril could work. Estoril. Algarve. Don't have it. No, Algarve is Monaco. I think no. Sorry, I'm getting confused. Azur is Monaco. Algarve is not here, so doesn't exist by the looks of it. So yeah, too much to choose from, essentially. Virginia, I don't know, a bit of a long track. Interesting. Many that I simply don't know, so that looks wild, like a car track, I guess. Spa, oh please, not again. I think we're just gonna go with Donington, so I don't have to learn the track now. I'm not sure. There's LFM guys in the chat. They would know the date. I don't. And let's do Long Beach, okay? I like Long Beach for a test track, if you don't mind. I have to sort things there. So let's quickly. So part of the test will be what are setup options, okay? So we have brake bias, we have rear downforce, we have 3 clicks, okay? Fine. Anti-roll bar has 5 clicks. I'm just checking how wide the options are, okay? That's the idea here. Advanced setup. What do we have? Tire pressures, okay. Rear downforce, brake pressure, brake bias, suspension, nothing. We can. Oh, can we? Yeah, okay. We can change camber. I'm not sure why they have positive front camber, but they can't go negative. Okay. Sorry, on the rear. There will be reasons for that, I guess. We have the springs, we have dampers. Okay, so I think if they have fixed setup option, should definitely go for it, because this is already becoming, well, it's gonna use too much time. Wait 1 sec. I need to lower my graphic cards a tiny bit here because we're using way too much power. Way too much. There we go. 50. Apply. Okay, that's better. Now we're just using 200 watts, and that should be plenty. Any DLCs that you recommend? Daniel, honestly, I'm not playing that much in the game, so I don't know. I am lucky enough to have access to just the entire game, so sometimes I don't even know if something is DLC or not. Drivetrain, we have the gearbox available as well, so this, I think with a fixed setup, this series would be better. So now I'm not touching anything. I'll just go drive. Let me see. Gloves. Gloves, and we need to see sound level, I think. Oh, it's tricky. I don't know how loud it is. Do you need the engine louder? Why IndyCar out there? IndyCar is in the game already, no? Oh, my steering wheel is not calibrated correctly. 1 sec, I need to adjust that. That is probably, I need the 900 degrees. There we go. Safe. Sounds fine. Is it synced now? Yes. And I always forget the force feedback. If you swap cars, the force feedback is very high. So we always need to go to the options once to, yeah, lower the force feedback, specific force feedback. Actually, quite a bit. That was breaking my hands. So let's go probably 50% or something. Yeah, I think that's more reasonable. So the motorcycle engine vibing. I can map that to buttons. Ah, yeah, for sure. Long Beach is a DLC, but it's a good track. It's a good track. Okay, the rear is moving a little, but it's never hard to control, I'd say. We should probably not drive alone. We should play with AI, right? Oh, you know what? I tend to forget that on American tracks, 300 does not mean 300 meters. Yes, AI. Okay, sorry. Yeah, let's do this. You're right. Let's get AIs here. I know the track. I'll find my way. So we're not doing practice. We're doing faster. Come on. We do a single race. We are not... Well, 5 laps is fine. 5 laps is the maximum we need. Long Beach already selected. We have the car date. Well, a custom date. Can we just do current date, start time? Doesn't matter, right? Doesn't really matter. Real time. Weather. We just leave it sunny for now. This entire weather thing is a whole new option. Which could be also interesting, but also accessibility way more difficult. So where do I... Opponent settings. Custom. 30. Same class. Skill level. Let's start at 100, not 120 perhaps. I don't know how good they actually are. Maximum aggression. Player grid position. Well, let's go right in the pack. Don't race at night. Ah, the track is lit. Are the tracks laser scan? I don't know. I don't know how they get their tracks, but I think the laser scan is the most reasonable option. So let's see how this goes, okay? We have 5 liters on board. I hope it's enough. Nah, F1 cars are not gonna work. They're just too quick. Okay, let's find out if there's any slipstream. I think we're... Yes, I think we're speeding up, but the others are not. Okay, 5 wide. Okay, I do have... I have the Heli Corsa, the radar. But there's too many things, I can't even judge. Okay, 100% is too slow. We're just driving right through. And I can't hear my own car over all the others. Some tire locking, which I also can't hear because it's... everything's so loud. But yeah, now I know why the AI was set to 120%. Oh, let's give him a heads up here. And with those small cars, you have so many line options. You can always find a way in a side-by-side to position yourself better again. Can we push them? I think so. Yep, absolutely. Oh, he's getting squeezed. I was waiting for the brake lights, but of course they don't have any. Alexei, do you have... Is Armamentario working with the Automobilista? If you're still there. Why do I have double? Oh, I have the virtual mirror inside the actual mirror. I definitely have more understeer than the AI. Yeah, I'll need to crank up the AI later. Wait, why do I have plus 21 seconds? Why do I have a 21-second penalty? That's unfair. They lock the rear so nicely on the braking. Now I need to build a 21-second gap, I guess. Oh. Maybe brake bites a little far to the rear. Can't adjust in car. I have a lot of understeer. Oh wow. It's good. The cars are not too easy apparently, so even I need to practice a little. So I have what? 3 laps to build a 21-second gap. Unlikely. Definitely can't slam the brakes in this one. But this is also good, gives you room to play with the brakes. Well, gap is not growing, so we have a problem. Ah, yep. Well, that doesn't help. I think I have damage off, luckily. It's never gonna be 21 seconds. Johan Larsson, we don't know yet. We're just checking what could be a good option. I think these Aussie, how do they call them? Just Aussie race cars, right? If you don't crash them. A bit too much friends with the walls here, still. Okay, I'm not gonna win this one. Let's move on. What else do we want to check? I'll make the AI faster. Kelly LMD H2 North, it's incredible. Not too, I did at some point already. I look like Thibaut Courtois. Why? Why? We thought Caterham could be an option in this one, right? Let's does it have liveries? Any nice ones? Classic then. AI options, they need to be a little faster. Let's see if that's enough. Same track. We'll just do same tracks now. Jose, thank you. Welcome aboard. Well, we'll check it, okay, Zupsy? We'll check it. Yeah, let's just ignore setup, okay? Let's just, oh god, right side drive, I'm gonna vomit. Okay, am I in a different car? Uh-oh, I forgot about the force feedback. It's very strong now. Oh yeah, but I think I will like this. That's also 10 wide? Yeah, this is good. This is good. Yeah, okay. Come on, Zapsy. Is this all you can come up with? You have all the cars in the world available and you come up with a Ginetta on Olden? Are you British? Like, that's only possible if you're British. Oh, this is lovely. These tiny drifts. Come on, suck me in. Oh, okay. They're aggressive. I'm driving aggressive too. Again. Being dive bombed by the AIs. Help! Maybe 120% is too much? This is good. This is really good. Imagine you start to understand the car, set it up a bit, and then you have a grid of 20, 30 people who know what they're doing. Bye, Stitchy. I can brake late. I still need to learn that. Not as bad as the car before. Can brake harder. Do they have power steering? Probably not, right? With the weight. But they're already here just... Oh. Yep. I'm sitting on the right, not in the left. Okay. This is this has great potential, but I need to learn driving. I remember us doing this car in Need for Speed back in the days where it was called the LX4. This is good. This is a good one. Yeah, Zapsy, but so we're looking for cars that are actually viable for the masses. GT1 is unlikely to be. It's too fast. Let me read some comments. Yeah, old card is also great, but all too fast. All too fast. Oh boy. Have you played this game? Wait, you mean Automobilista? Okay, let's move on. What we looked early on the stream, we looked through all the cars. I think we like this for a fun event or something, but not actually. And then I think someone said the Montana. Somebody said the Montana has to be driven. So we're going to drive the Montana. Select. Let me just give the A. Do we have a better livery? Perhaps wrong button. Sorry, wrong button. Wrong button. I think black rings with me. Purple as well. That's good. Purple and orange is actually a nice combo. Purple, pink, and orange. I'll have it. 1,003. Oh, let me check the car spec. So 1,360 kilos, 300 something horsepower, 500 Newton meters. Almost 6 liter. Sounds like a V8. So we take that. Opponent, it's just 115, okay? Let's keep them aggressive. Let's see where we end up. But I perhaps I need to see my audio options because player engine loud. Maybe up a little. Well, actually not. Let's make opponent engine more silent because it was very loud. General car volume. Okay, tire. Yeah, I know for video I turned tire volume down. Because, of course, always from tire volume, I get information. So I turned it down to see if I can get the information through different means. Let's crank it up a little bit. And also for replay recording, the tire noise is a bit annoying. Single race. That one. 30 AIs and I think go. We're just going top to bottom, okay? We're gonna kind of go through all the cars we marked earlier as being a potential interesting thing. Why is it a terrible track to test? Because it's a paid DLC. It still makes a good test. I think that's perfectly fine. And it's a great track. So we can drive on great tracks, that's fine. Oh yes. Oh. Red line is very early. Automobilista, the brakes are always cold in the beginning. Right. Okay, there's cars everywhere. I can't even see on the radar where cars are. They're just everywhere. Okay, you've been quite aggressive with the throttle. I thought the cars would be more sensitive. But it's fine. Los Angeles traffic, yeah. Bit of a traffic jam. So let's see, the side draft, does it work? No, I don't know. Maybe the AI does things. Oh, that curb is too high. Hello. I'm going, alright. We have this sorted in a second, no worries. Oh, you can only shift into when you're stationary. I cooked the tires. Shall we do a restart, or are we agreeing that this has potential? No, Otis, that's logical. It is, but you never know what slicks what they have. Like, it could be anything. And the torque is not little. Yeah, not known enough. That's, I think, the problem. But maybe people get to know them. You think? Like, I'm literally advertising them right now. Long braking zones, always very good. Track limits, why? But yeah, the track is weird here with the track limits in T1 braking. Because there's the pit exit on the outside. Somebody dive bombing, or did he hit the wall? Nah, force feedback completely fine here. Nothing to complain about, really. Beware of the high curbs, though. Gotta be careful. Is force feedback better than the more ultimate? I don't know. Gotta do a like one-to-one comparison for that. I think this depends on the situation, and whatever my critique was of the more ultimate in terms of force feedback, I guess that's not changed, because it's only like a week ago. I can dive bomb too. Nope, he covers it. It's unfortunate the AIs just have a few corners where they're really slow and a few where they're really fast. Would be... need some fine tuning. Yeah, they do weird radiuses. Always makes them think. Race room is too noisy? What do you mean? Or what is RR too noisy? What do you mean? I have a few lockups, I think, which I can feel in the wheel right now. We surely have to do a dive bomb. He does not care. Okay, but I think these cars are good. So we have good the... Wait, let me get back to the menu. So we had good. The ARC Camaro has a shot. The Caterham certainly. This one I do like as well. So we already have 3. I thought we could narrow down the choices a little more. Let's skip that, okay? Because I think something for special events. Let's skip that. DPI, skip. F3, perhaps if we get a newer model, because this is a couple years outdated. Formula 1, all not going to be viable, I think. Formula Inter. Somebody said Donington, right? That we go to Donington. No, we want the fast chicane. Do these have new time model? Actually, I don't know if I'm on the new time model or not. So don't interpret anything into it. I'm not pushing or anything anyway. Nee, ich brauche keine Custom FFB. Es ist alles super bei meinem Direct Drive, danke. No messing around. Alles top. Irgendwann vielleicht mal, aber mir fehlt hier nichts. So, let's remember, open diff. Oh no. Oh no. Middle of the corner, I get control. Oh no, I forgot to turn down the force feedback again, so we're gonna suffer a bit. I just love that in open wheelers, the ultra wide screen comes in handy so much that can just see him over there, which in a GT car usually it's just not wide enough. Oh, okay. Maybe never lift off the throttle. I'm being dive bombed again. This is my corner. Okay, maybe not. Is that a cut? No. I didn't expect that much turn-in. First gear is a bit too short. Help! Why are we going backwards? This is really Porsche style. But I am the train. Look behind. Okay, I'm an obstacle. I get it. Okay. Yeah, I think the AI is not really driving. It seems like they're just following like a spine or something. You really wanted to do this, huh? Return position. Or really just that much? Nah, they just have weird acceleration and weird braking and weird corner speeds at times. But we're here for the online thing anyway, right? Nice lockup. That's gonna be with me for a while. I can hear the vibration already now. Okay. The game is mean to me. Oh, the corner is not there. I was waiting for the flagpole. Didn't come. Now the problem with the car is the open differential. You need to adjust around that a bit. And the AI certainly manages that part a bit better. Yeah, every time I played with the differential, it was really fun in this game. It was super impactful. And you could really get the diffs on the GT3 to be perfect. Okay, it turns or it rotates, but it doesn't have front end. Okay, no chance against AI, but this car, it certainly can play a role for our assessment. So next one, Formula Junior. I think somebody mentioned it, right? I'm not sure we're gonna test this one out because we have so much to test. I think I'm gonna skip all Formula One cars, old or new, doesn't matter. I don't think they are viable for a big enough audience. Um, doubt, doubt. I would like to see those, but yeah, much faster. Not gonna test now, but I think there's when people got used to the game, perhaps in a later stage, you can use the Indy cars on LFM. Junior is better. Okay, we do a lap. Okay, we do a lap. Old school GD2s? I don't think so. No. Hey, pasta, Fazan. Yes, AMS2. In fact. Let's just drive. Okay, we're not gonna make a fuss about this. Oh, middle in the corner. Nice. No front. No rear. It's funny how the radar changes. Now everybody's just a stripe instead of a square. Oh, and we don't have brakes. Yeah, they are wild. Oh, they don't have any grip. Let's try that again, okay? I forgot there's no downforce. No brakes, no power, no steering, no nothing. How did I end up in this position? This car swims a bit, I'd say. And there's a lot of exhaust popping. And I think we're... Oh, we killed him. We killed ourselves. Okay, that's a weird grip. That's a lot of no grip, let's say it this way. Oh, maybe it's just me? Yeah, it's so weird. Like, in some corners they have more grip, in some corners they have less. Like, I turn, but it doesn't do anything. Civic car meet. Yes. Oh, maybe don't check chat when you're driving a car that pulls to the left, right. Okay, yeah, I see, but I don't know. People will have to adapt that it's much slower. Okay, we were here. We skip all the formulas and Indy cars because yes, I would like to see this, but I think it needs to be a later stage where everybody get used to the game a bit. You shouldn't throw them right in. It's gonna be horrible. Lots of crashes. Formula V10, V10, V12. No, 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 no. I think we had similar, so gonna skip vintage. No, vintage, no. No, okay. I think we'll have a look at this. If the DTM thing is gonna be usable. Opponent is just same class. Okay, so we're gonna have the Mercedes in there as well. Let's see. We just go top to bottom. No god, just wood. I have no say in what LFM is using. I'm just kind of highlighting a bit in the stream, and maybe they take ideas from that, but entirely up to them. It's a bit weird that I'm starting in the corner, and when the lights go green, my first feedback is not there yet. It only starts building after the lights are green. I'm blocking you, sir. Why are they so fast in a straight line? I think I'm losing a lot of energy through the inside tire with the differential. Seems a bit open. Hey, Manu. Hey. Was feedback very high again, by the way. Hey, we don't like Mercedes here. Yeah, the differential feels too open on power. Too locked on the brake. Oh. Maybe look on the road. Ah, come on. Don't do Donington, LFM. I'm losing so much on exits because I just can't get the power on the ground. Everything seems to go through the inside wheel on the rear. Like, we have RPM, but it doesn't go forward. Nah, I don't know why. Comparing the games, I don't know. We can compare when AC Evo is out, I think. Okay, this could be fun. I think they're gonna drive different next patch though, and you need to change the differential a bit because that's a bit of a yeah, just you're just making energy, or you turn fuel into smoke on the inside wheel. That's how it feels. G40 Olden, like in print, just for principle, I won't. It's the queen, yeah, or king, or so this class fine. You want a Group C? I think Group C special event. GT Classics, no GT Open, no, GT1. Yeah, okay. What's it gonna be? GT1, Old Hockenheim, is that a thing? Of course, the BMW. Sorry, habit. Where's the old one? There we go. Let's see. We're gonna get wiped now. Yeah. If the CLK GDR doesn't fly on the mall, the game is not good. Physics broken. No, you can do single make, Inkta. Just one car. Well, I'm making up BMWs as we go, okay? Oh, we're gonna start in some corner again. I can see it. This feels loud, and the force feedback is gonna kill me. I again forgot about it. Oh, that's gonna be in the corner, yep. Now the force feedback is there. Where's the corner? There. Very loud cars. Do we need 6? I think. 200. Oh, I like the nervous engine. When you just touch the throttle slightly and it immediately jumps forward. Oh, I didn't know that chicane. I thought it was the other way around. That's very old Hockenheim. I like the red marker in the RPMs there. What's that? That's the lowest RPM you should have, or it turns off. $1988. Let's go. This car sounds really good with low RPMs. The initial on throttle is just very satisfying. Let's see Slipstream in behind the Nissan. Let's go. LFM approved car, but this is madness. Ah, can brake way later. And it seems back then curbs is not something you actually use, it's just an actual track limit. Yeah, maybe we need a Zapsy series where only the madman drive. Oh boy! Somebody just died. A Mercedes, obviously, on the roof. They are not that mad while the car's on the roof, yeah. Come on, give me speed. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, as long as the corners are fast, I think it's fine. Low corners, more tricky. We shall engage in super late braking. What's it gonna be, 180 meters? Not even that is late enough. My hand slipped out of the wheel because of the curb hit in the force feedback. Oh, that's the crazy chicane. I get why, like, imagine back then they they made up the chicanes because the cars were too fast and then made the chicanes absolutely deadly. Das alte Hockenheim, ja, 1988, wie man mir gesagt hat. Oh, we went too fast. Oh, you wanna have the stick to shift. You don't want the pedal in this one. You want to really pull the lever hard. Like that. I might need to upgrade the rig here. The game engine needs to be changed, otherwise the brake system will not be fixed. What? Why? I don't understand. Yeah, I can't take the chicane as fast. Oh, there's a road. Nice. Let's take that. Are we actually last? No, not yet. I'm just not hitting them. Hab ne Klima, alles gut. Yeah, okay, this is proper mad. You hit the curb in the wrong angle, it's gonna spit you out. Okay, last lap. Well, it's one more, but I'll skip. I don't know, physics needs a much deeper take. For now, this drives fine. And I'm not sure on which tire I am, so... But the low speed or low RPM on throttle sound is so good. That gets me. That absolutely gets me. Like, sound in this game is... I tried to push a bit, but I didn't know where the corner was. Come on, go away. Oh. Good that wasn't a wall. Okay, It does have something to it. But honestly, for this one, you do need the stick shift. Like, not the H shift, but you need the, what do you call it? You need the stick. With a 1.2 to 2,000 budget, pedals included. Well, I think that screams VRS, honestly. I think the package price on VRS should almost be the best. But then again, there's so much on the market now. So the Assetto stuff, I don't even know the prices. I don't know how they feel, but they bought the SimuCube 1 tech, so it's probably fine tech-wise. Honestly, go for what looks prettiest between Assetto, VRS, Fanatec, Simagic. What else is there? We have so much even Moza, right? Which I have the banner running. I do think you can't go wrong. Probably, as long as you have proper load cell, looks quality build, and you should have more than 12 newton meters with that budget easily, right? More the 15, 16 newton meter range, if you can, 20-ish, around there, I'd say. Sequential, yeah, sorry. Well, I mean, it's also sequential with the pedal shift, right? It's still sequential. It's just a different input method. Stickaroo. Sequential lever. Yeah. Best and cheapest QR. Yeah, maybe one without own ecosystem. Maybe ecosystem is an issue. Maybe you want to have more freedom with rims. But yeah, definitely 12 plus newton meters. Don't go below that budget. Rather 15, 16 at least. So this class was nice. Let's move on. GT3 we don't have to do. 4 skip. GTE skip. We wanted to do karting, but I think the karting could be a bit boring with the AIs. Kart cross, I think it screams too much. LMDH. I think I did a video on it already. I'm almost sure that the multiclass thing is something LFM wants to do and can't do properly in ACC because most people just don't like the other cars. Everybody likes the GT3s, but rarely people do GT4 or Cup or M2. So you always have the GT3 is kind of the biggest class or the most demand, and everybody else is just a bit not interested. But I think with LMDHs and GT3, the thing could be a bit different, where you have the more pro esporty guys going for the LMDH, and the people with less time might just go for the GT3s, cars they know how to handle, not too overwhelming. So I think this is where the multi-class could really work. Nords, please, in the LMDH, but it's gonna be the BMW, right? Nordschleife with a full grid in. Okay, why not? Why would I not Torture myself. We take without the GP track, right? Just the actual Nordschleife. No need for the GP track. Or we take the very short one. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Let's go right on the Schleife. AI. Well, this was fine just now, right? But the cars are just too different. Okay. Davide, sure thing. I mean, if you want to spend 2,000 euro, let me help you be reasonable. Spend 3,000. I think they have Südschleife, yeah, but damn, I don't know it. Until ACC released the Nordschleife, I didn't even know that one, to be fair. I mean, roughly, but not actually. Okay, Jose Lopez is in here. Interesting. Who else do we have? I don't know what TCA settings I have, so we're just gonna go, I guess, with whatever it is. Oh, this is so confusing. And the first feedback is gonna be too strong again, because I keep forgetting. Yeah, sure, side by side. I feel the glow around the taillights is a bit weird. It was better on the other cars, but maybe the LED stripes, whatever, make it a bit weird. But maybe it's just my settings as well. Oh boy, is it flat, Subsy? It's quickly, yes or no? No. At least not with this setup. Hello? Stop being crazy behind me, please. Okay. AI's on a plan here. Everything is flat if you're brave enough. On the default setup, I can't read chat in these cars. The blossoms are funny. Okay, wow. Sure. I'm... Dive bomb into the carousel. Why not? This is good for learning the Nordschleife because you actually get laps under your belt. YouTube corner, gotta wave and die. Yeah, sense of speed is what you mentioned, right? Okay. The AI has some trust. Imagine traffic here with the other classes. Insane. Okay, let's pass the others. No, he's pulling away. Okay, I can take one lap of this, else I start sweating. Interesting. That's a wild one. I'm not sure I'm gonna do an hour of this. Okay, we had those. What else is there? I think we're getting to the very interesting ones now. That's, I think we said P3 or something like that, right? Do we go back to... Which tracks are gonna be? Is that Imola, perhaps? Ginetta. No, I don't know. The I feel so weird. Ginetta. Lower FFB? Yeah, perhaps. Just a bit, but it's good with the high FFB. It wasn't too much. Let's see. Let's go. I will soon map a button. Oh, I chose the fast car, apparently. Oh, the diffs are... Like, the patch is not out yet with the physics, so we can't talk about that. Oh, that was a major lockup. Hope the tire forgives me. Okay, so different class, same class, I guess. Oh, much better brakes than GT3s. Makes sense, though. It seems the field of view is different in this car. Uh-oh. Formula Ultimates at Rebel Ring. I definitely have the straight line advantage. Quite a big one. Chose the right car for this track. Okay, just left. Let me finish. Man, these cars would also do well, I think. They're already pretty fast, though. Very short braking zones will be tricky with racing. But it's so satisfying to shift. Or can we win? Yeah, maybe P4 is even better. We're just 3 seconds off the leaders. RSR? What do you mean? I didn't follow entire shit. You mean the Porsche? Oh. There is GT3 and AMS and a helicopter. We should be with a pack by the end of the lap. Let's try to win. This is GT3 helicopter though. Is it bobbed correctly? Or is it OP? Yeah, this car is definitely still on the slidey side of things, I'd say. Like, grip is more of a debate than a fact. I'll try the RSR. Alright. Oh, we have enough cuts for the last 1.5 laps. There's a chance this works out. We just have to pass 3 in... Oh no, it was the last lap already? I thought it was lap 5 of 5. Damn it. Alright, also not bad. Maybe as somebody said, the P4s are better because not as quick. How's the game nowadays? It's the old patch that I'm driving. Let's wait for the new one. Yeah, we had Caterham already, which we found to be awesome. Porsche Cup, no. M1 Pro Car, probably no. Let's do this. Now we just need a track, okay? We need a track that is not RX, actually. And then find out how this goes. Which track though? It shouldn't have a long straight because the cars are very short geared. What would be a track with very short straight? Don't say Olden, thank you. It's not Olden. RSR, yeah, we can also do RSR first. But which track though? Lime Rock. I don't know when it's dropping, but I guess it can't be too far. Spa? You shitting me? Oh, it's a new Spa. It's a new Spa. It's a new Spa. I think. Is it? Spa 2022. I guess it is. 2020, 2022. I guess that's a new one. Sorry, I decided. I have to practice, just not in GDE. Their patches are always significant on paper. They do change a lot though. The question is if the driving changes a lot. Man, shall we edit some setup stuff here for this one? Just on the differential side of things. No, we can't do too much anyway. I think we're fine. We can do spool. No, can't. Yeah, I see. That's a problem. Porsche stand? No. Oh, that's very bad. I have no force feedback. Cold brakes. I don't like it at all. Oh, short shifted again. Louder. Oh, the brakes are not good. That's just my Porsche face, guys. Definitely no enjoyment here. Very boring. Okay, the external sound is a bit crazy, okay? Inside it sounds so clean and muted. He's not having it. But I remember the M8 had also good sound. We have too much bottoming, cause speed.
Yeah, this is not bad. God. Wie sagte mal einer, unangenehm gut. Now all we need is a bit of reverb. I don't think about electronics right now. We just drive in, mate. Yeah, that was okay. 3 minus. It is it has its own signature, let's say it this way, okay? So what do we have last? We wanted to do the RX cars and we need to choose a track yet. What did we come up with? Which was not Bolton. But it needs to be something without a long straight. Probably like a short version of some track, even. Long Beach was pretty good because the straight is not long. Laguna Seca, I don't know. Kialami doesn't have a long straight. Maybe that. Suzuka short. Spielberg is the only straight. Well, like Suzuka short is not wrong. Suzuka short. Well, we actually are, but then we're not having the S's. Like the S's would actually be. Maybe we take the one with the S's here, but then we have the long straight. Or there. Well, there's always going to be a straight, so perhaps we take sort of finish. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, Veer is very long, and I don't know too well. It's I forgot the whole starting procedure, but let's not worry about it now. Short track oval. Force feedback. Oh, third gear already. We're good. But that's how Rallycross is, right? Let's say it this way, the AI is not too good in these cars. Suboptimal line, but it works. Tim Car Jeezer, thank you very much. We just do it again, or not. Okay, maybe the track is not too fitting. It's weird because on gravel they're super grippy. Here on the grass they're not. The AI are just too slow here. They only know how to do this in gravel, these cars, but not in tarmac. Brands Hatch. Reverse entry. Yeah, okay, it's hard to actually compare with the AI, but I think they're gonna be super fun. Not when you get on the grass though. Kart, but that would be like an exception. Okay, what else was there? I think we're through this list, right? We had a lot of recommendations. Oh, that one perhaps. This one we deemed too fast already. Supercards, no. The only thing left would be that one. But I drove it once and I was like, okay. Right. Ginetta? No, I'll take your cart. I've used Agent 2, you said. Any particular one? I guess they're all different. Are they? No, it's cart. They're not. They are not. And you said which track? Let me scroll up. You said Laguna Seca. Let's do this. I'll regret it. Most likely. And we wanted to rules and regulations. So I guess it's here? No. Where's the starting thing? Session settings. Race settings. Formation lab, no. So where's the assist that I have? Where's that assist to be found? Is it actually here? Ah, here. There we go. Got it. Nice. Too greedy. Road America. Road America is also nice, yeah. Okay, let's see if I'll regret this. Probably setups are not great here. Oh, who cares? Oh, force feedback. Oh god. Oh god. He had so much overspeed. The gears are so long. I seem to be more affected by bottoming than the AIs. Also not something where you can reset. Wild cars, but I'm not taking good care of my rear tires. So not only is the force feedback super strong, but now I also have this flat spots in the wheel. Tire management definitely a factor here in these cars, if not even the game now. Try to bring the rear temperature down, maybe. Maybe not. Difficult. Guys, I'm not actually showing any of the 1.6 features or so. We're just testing cars that were available before to see what would be suitable for LFM. I can tell you this is not. It's great, but it's not. Oh, maybe if you brake, it works. Uh-oh. He died. He braked early. Okay. Where were we? Oh, 210-1. They do 2-1. 110.2 and they do 188. Okay, was there anything left? Because now I'm starting to get warm and the AC has to start working. Okay, so Red Bull Ring. That's the last thing we do, okay? Red Bull Ring, Formula 1. Let's see. I remember the Formula 1 was insanely fast. It's not Red Bull Ring, it's Austria. What they call it here. Spielberg. Spielberg. Just a normal one, I guess. Formula Ultimate Gen 2, you said. Different livery. We take what? The kick themed livery. Do we need to do the race? Well, why not? Da kommt dein Deutsch durch. I don't care for the start, honestly. FFP is already at 80% in this one, so we're good. I don't know where my DRS button is, but we'll see. That's a pit limiter, that's not DRS. That DRS, perhaps? Oh, the brakes. I think the default diff is read again. Oh, interesting. Maybe don't take the curb. Relearned. Yeah, I know there's a DRS button. I just don't know if I already added it, mate. My god. I have so many games with so many options. I don't know if I mapped all games at once. Or if I chose to use the button for something else. That was important at some point for something. Okay, why are they so slow? No, I don't. Oh, good, guys. I'm happy. That seems weird, though. Stay away from the curb. The car actually has quite low force feedback. Oh, and we have massive bottoming, which the AI doesn't have. Interesting. Was that the DRS button? Oh, I found it. Oh, we are very unaffected by contact. I know in one of the... And that's so much grip. In one of the older videos, I actually hot lapped the car a bit on Barcelona. And it takes a while until you go to the actual limit. Yeah, the car, I have much worse grip than the others in some corners. Yeah, guys, I wouldn't drive with the default setup if I had any other, but I can't build a setup now for every car we're testing. How long is the stream gonna go? I think there's a camera on the Halo, yeah. In 24-hour stream, yeah. I have cooking duty today, so no. Oh, I can present to you. Let's try maybe one. Wow, we're gonna get past now in the next corner. Wait for it. The bottoming is a problem. Interesting. I don't think the car should drive like that, but... No traction. But yeah, for this car you need to tinker with some settings, I guess. I can brake so much later. If I dared. That you mean for the 1.6 physics? That you can't recover the rear from a certain point onwards? Yeah. Alright. So what do we find? What do we find? Let's go top to bottom real quick. ARC Camaro, most likely an option, just it's gonna be pure fun. Caterham super light, maybe even the Academy version with a little less power. Oh, same actually. What's the difference? Color, super sport, that's even less power. But I think people can handle 177 horsepower. I think the Caterham, choose one of the slower options if you want to do that. I think they are both going to be superb. No Ginetta? Okay. Ginetta as the final bit, okay? None. We said the Montana, this was actually fun, I think, if we got this, if I remember this correctly. Then we didn't drive the F3 because it's very outdated. We said Formula Inter was probably nice. Formula Junior people said was nice, but it drove very bad. It just doesn't have downforce, okay? That's on me. You need to do everything slower, but I think it could be nice with a proper setup because the default didn't seem to work out. Same on the Formula Inter, the default setup just gets you spinning when you're off throttle. Well, the Camaro pretty much is a toy car. It's you could say it's a motorcycle with 4 wheels. It's very small. And what else do we have? We skipped a bit here. We didn't drive this one. Perhaps it's good. We drove those. Certainly an option when the Audi's there, and if we can figure out BOP. This one, I'd say for the special events, because they are too fast. But no, we didn't drive those. We drove those. No, we drove those. Those were fun. We didn't drive the Group C. Sorry. But these are nice. Old DTM and GT1, nice. Maybe you can do old DTM and GT1 multiclass because why not? Yes, Formula USA is fun, but we were thinking in general what could be nice for LFM, and I think this is really the upper limit of what people can drive. It gets too fast. We didn't drive GT3 and everything else. Yeah. The sound of this car was okay, all right? It made me look like this. Then we skip that, we skip that. The cars are probably nice, but I didn't want to drive them with AI. Something for a special event, certainly to try. LMDH on the Nordschleife was a tiny bit crazy. It's too fast for that track, okay? But you can certainly use them on other tracks. The typical IMSA tracks, I guess. There's an option here with the multiclass. Should be mainstream, yeah. We skipped those, but we drove P3s, and people said P4s are maybe even more suitable because less power, and I tend to agree, but this was nice as well. Then we had the RX where we couldn't really show because the AI is not capable of driving them on the road. We did not so far drive the stock car, so maybe that's something for another stream. And I think this could be fun for the special event kind of thing. You could even do this multi-class, you know, the low power variant, the high power variant. And then we can skip those, and maybe we need a BMW series with all the classic BMWs in the game. But okay, we wanted to finish on the Ginetta. Where is the Ginetta? The Cup or the Super Cup? The Cup, right? You said Cup. On? Did you say Olden? Man, I'm gonna hate you. I'm gonna hate you. Do we have to do the full Olden? Oh, it doesn't matter, I guess. Cup or the GT5. Well, it's Cup now. Cup is too slow. What's the difference? Oh, yeah, okay, there is a difference. 50 horsepower. 10 horsepower. 10? 17. What am I even doing here? That can only go wrong, I guess. Almost 6 p.m. So really the last thing, last 5 minutes, guys. I have to stop. And I need to show you my self-made bread. Oh. We decided to start from the back. Oh boy, I hate slow cars. Where's the exhaust? Because the fire is coming from the taillights. Look, when he shifts. Or downshifts or whatever. Okay, I see what it is now. What the Lotus Elise is for old AC, the Ginetta is for AMS2. Yeah, maybe they are good too. It needs a wider track. I'm not a fan of these ultra tight tracks. They just make it hard. Oh, the chicane is... That's not as tight as an ACC. Maybe the car is just super slow. Just crank the wheel. Puma Automotives. Oh no! Yeah, okay, maybe perhaps there are too many dead people. We need to shorten this a bit. Yeah, it probably makes for good racing, but it needs I think it needs I don't know, other tracks. The Puma have all-wheel drive? What do you mean? The Puma. This one? Oh, I see. Oh, this looks extremely weird. But why would you need all-wheel drive with 170 horsepower? I see. Camshaft specialists. Okay. Oh, can I? You can't actually turn the cars in the showroom, can you? Always fix cameras. All right, guys. I'm just gonna thank you all for tuning in. Now, I think, and I enjoyed that one. I hope you did too. And perhaps we'll see you again. Let's see what LFM actually decides. I think we found a few good cars that have potential, and we have a few good cars that would make for a very nice special event where we would want some more madness. And personally, I have to say, I would enjoy one game on LFM where my rating just doesn't matter, right? Where you can just join and gonna be fine, but because in ACC I always have to protect the rating, kind of. But anyway, that's maybe my brain worms. Multiplayer. Yeah, soon. Take picture or something. Yeah, take picture, but then only in on the actual track, not in the showroom, I think. Or no, maybe even in the showroom. Multiclass, multiplayer. I think they're good options here. And then there I think there's room for this madness stuff. Maybe we actually call this madness because it's a madness engine. So maybe there's going to be the madness series on a bi-weekly basis or something. On a which day of the week is even available? Monday evening? I think Tuesday evening is Duo Cup. Wednesday evening there usually is this Genesis series, which I'm not driving. So maybe Wednesday evening on LFM is free. Thursday is the Pro Series, so it would be Friday. Friday usually people go for Big Grid in Renbelton. So I think it's we figured out it's the Monday or Wednesday for the Madness series. Madness Multiclass Mayhem Triple M, also a very good name. And then we have the GT1s with maybe with a GT Classic or I don't know, it's weird crazy stuff. Group C GT1s and GT5 Ginetta. All right, guys. I'm not actually soaked. I have a mild wetness, but the AC is working. I'll quickly get the bread I was making. 1 second, guys. 1 second. I'll be right there. You'll be with me. I'm not sure I can actually show it. I think I have to give it an extra 10 minutes in the oven or something because it's not actually crisp yet. And there's someone who wants to try. Come here. Come here. Come here. Nope. Nope. Up, up, up. Tap. Dinja, tap. Tap. Dinja. Dinja, tap. Kom. Hier, tap. Tap. Hier, los. Guck mal. What does she think of the bread? Is it good? Is it good? Wait. Wait. Oh man. Look at she is way too cute. Way. It hurts. You're tired. She knows she can't have it, so she doesn't even want to smell it. Yeah, she's relaxed here. Are you good? Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Yeah, my hands are smelly, I guess. Yep. Okay. We can call it a day, I think. She's just sinking in now. No body tension left. All right, guys. Let's hope Automobilista comes soon to LFM, then we can have some fun, I guess. Bye. What a little queen, princess, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, she's a mood changer. Completely. Down? It's runter. Ah. Okay. Bye, guys. I'll hit stop. By the way, we did not have a single dropped frame, so perhaps Vodafone actually solved something. We pay respect where respect is due. Let's see if it stays like that. And I don't have to reopen the ticket one more time. Goodbye.